Today, we're going to talk about the mistakes that young people make. This is actually requested from one of my live shows. But today, we're going to focus on young men, the mistake they make when getting married. So, if you're trying to get married, if you're going to get married someday, this video is for you. The woman you marry is going to either uplift your destiny or destroy it. Believe it or not. Today, all my men in the house, move forward. We're going to talk in details about how to choose the right person, when to choose the right person, and everything that encompasses that. The first one we're going to talk about is waiting till everything is perfect before you marry. This is different from being ready. If you are ready and you want to marry, but you just feel like the condition is not favorable, you're waiting till you build a house, a certain amount in the bank, till you have settled this, till you have settled that, you're waiting for that perfect moment. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, all the good girls or all the quality girls are married by people that are not procrastinating, and you have a limited pool to choose from. And then studies have shown that men who marry early actually do better in life because they continue to have more accountability, emotional support that is needed, and they are more focused. So don't wait till everything is perfect before you get married. Marriage is not something you do after you have perfected everything. It's actually part of the journey you can build with your wife. You just have to make sure you marry the right person that will help propel you into your destiny. Marrying the right person is more important than the right time. Two things that are involved is the character and what you like. I do not advocate for men to marry somebody just out of character alone. I know it's more important. If you're going to choose one, choose character. But I am here to tell you that there are some beautiful girls or girls that are your spec, because every woman to me is beautiful. They're just beautiful in different ways. So marry somebody that you find attractive and also have character. But if you're going to sacrifice one, sacrifice beauty, because character you can't do without. You're going to be looking out for emotional maturity, respect, kindness, wisdom, ability to communicate, spiritual grounding, and teachability. That is why dating is very important. And don't date long distance. Don't make the whole dating process long distance. You will not be able to tell who they really are. And when you're dating someone, don't just date to date. That is your time to study. That is your time to collect data. You are actually in school. This is where you get to study the person and see what they are made out of. No matter how somebody pretends, at some point they will let their guard down. Another thing you have to learn is conceal your feeling. Because if you let the woman know that I hate a woman that does it, that do that, they will stop doing that thing. So be quiet during the dating process. Don't be quick to tell a woman, oh, I want a woman that, what can I use as an example, that likes to wear maxi skirt. If they want to marry you enough, they will go and buy all manners of maxi skirt in every color and start wearing it till you marry them. They will eventually get tired and become who they are. But for you them to do it just for you, they're going to eventually go back to their default. So make sure that you're not spilling out everything. Just observe, just watch. While you're dating someone, be careful. Don't go getting them pregnant and making them have abortion, because they're going to hold you accountable for that. Don't go promising them marriage. When you're dating, date period. Don't mention marriage. Just get to know each other. Leave everything else alone until you get to where you're comfortable enough to know that this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with before you start talking other things. And part of the ways to know about this character is, number one, be quiet, watch. Number two, employ the wisdom of other people. If you know that your auntie that loves you, that just wants you to do good in life, take the girl and go meet that auntie. Just say you're just going to meet a relative, so they will not be prepared. Let that auntie observe, let that uncle observe, because as Igbo people we say, what an elder will see sitting down, a child will not see it if they climb the trees. So the person that may be entering your eye may not be the person that is good for you, especially if you're not convicted. If you're convicted, let's say you have prayed and you get the Holy Spirit to tell you, yes, this is your wife, then that is different. But if you don't have that conviction, it's important to get opinions of the people that matter. Not everybody's opinion. No, don't go getting opinion of your guy friend that is secretly eyeing the girl. No, you have to apply wisdom and know who to get that opinion from. Studies have actually shown that success in marriage comes more from emotional intelligence, kindness, and the ability to communicate. Those three things is more important than physical attraction. Though I don't want to discount physical attraction completely, because you don't want to be with somebody you're not attracted to. I believe in find your spec, but then find your spec within these things. There is your spec out there that who have good character, who is teachable, who is kind. Talking about the ways you can assess these characters that we have listed. Part of the ways is watch how they treat people that can't do anything for them. That girl that is hawking bread on the street, how do they treat that girl? You see the waiters that are serving food, how do they treat them? Do they still treat them with respect? Do they still treat them with humanity? It's not just how they treat you, because they will be loving on you, especially if you're meeting their needs. So Another way is purposely get them angry. For example, let's say they plan to go somewhere and let something come up, something reasonable, not that you're gaslighting them, but you'll be like, oh my God, I can't make it. My younger sister is not feeling well. I need to take her to the hospital, and see how they react. Do they blow up? I've been waiting for this day for so long, and this and that. And what do you mean your sister can't the driver take her to the doctor? Red flag. So purposely get them angry and see how they react. Do they shout? Do they scream? Do they throw things? Not to say that everybody that reacts badly is a bad person. No, because there are people with temper. But then that's why if they do that the first time, have a talk with them. That's why I say teachable. If it's somebody that is teachable, then they can learn. They can learn this emotional intelligence. But then if they get angry and they stab you, that's a different story. That's a red flag now. How do they accept correction? Like if you try to tell them something that maybe they could do differently or do better, how do they accept it? Do they blow up and give excuses upon excuses upon excuses and try to prove you wrong? Or do they just simply accept, oh yeah, maybe I could do that better next time? You have to become a CIA. You have to become a policeman. You are in a study mission. You have to study their character. Another way to see if they're the one that will tell you, oh, I have to fly first class. While you're dating, always have a little tight corner. Of course, you can give money, not that you cannot take care of your girlfriend, not that you cannot help your girlfriend, but don't be dishing out money anyhow. Don't start giving 1 million naira for a hair. For you haven't reached that level yet. There's a level you get in life. Yes, you can get a 1 million naira hair and it won't touch your pocket. It's no big deal. But you don't start off like that. I know that girls who believe in let's eat men, let's eat them. But anyway, I think I'm digressing. But what I'm talking about is watch out for women who want to let's chop you dry. If you marry them, they will still chop you dry. I want to put a disclaimer. There is always an exception to every rule. We're just talking about the norm, the majority, 80% of the time. I do know there are outliers. It may be 1 out of 100. So do you really want to gamble with your life? Wouldn't you rather do it right and make sure you're doing it right? So the next one is prepare yourself, read books, get to know about marriage. Couples always go to therapy when things are wrong, but you can actually do therapy while things are good. Learn on how to make your marriage a success. Don't learn it from everybody you see on social media. There are people that are misogynistic. There are people that have been hurt and they hate women. There are people that have been hurt and they hate men. So everything they're going to say is coming from that aspect. There's one of our popular sister that people talk about all the time, that when she was single, she was condemning all things men. She was telling women, don't cook for your husband, don't do this for your husband, don't feed your husband, don't help your husband. And finally, she's gotten a man and story changed. All those women that have had problem with their man because of her, you see that? So be careful who you listen to. Don't listen to marriage advice from social media unless it's somebody that can put aside bias. There's some good women out there. There's some good men out there. You just have to do your homework. Finally, if you as a man, you have not healed, you're going to hurt that woman when you find her. So make sure you're healed and you're ready for marriage. If you have any issues, trauma growing up with your parents, make sure you are healed. So you don't transfer aggression to the poor woman. So to the good woman that you have managed to find, you will now be the one to chase away because good women will leave. It doesn't mean women that are divorced are not all bad. Don't listen to what people are saying out there. There are some good women that were mistreated and they know their worth and they'll pack their bags and they will leave. And another thing I want to mention, don't be stuck like what your father did. Unlearn certain things and learn certain things. Things have changed. The last thing I want to talk about is your confidence. For you to be able to get the girl that you actually want, you have to be confident. Women are attracted to confidence. You have to be a man. Don't be a pushover, especially if you're dating a woman maybe that is from a bigger class than you or from a bigger home than yours. Don't start being at their beck and call because you don't want them to get angry and leave. It's better they get angry and leave. It means you have to be a leader. Maybe research the difference between being a leader and being authoritative, between being a leader and being somebody who is just aggressive. So if the woman is doing something that doesn't sit well with you, be able to speak up. Don't be shaking. They will be jumping into a car with another man and you're there begging them, please come back. I love you. What? So make sure you're confident. Be a man. A man is not measured by the pocket. Odogu is not only from the pocket, it's from your character, your integrity, your leadership abilities also. So know the difference. I have to end this video, it's getting way too long.